It's already recording. It's recording. There's nothing to press, all right? We don't have a cameraman. Low budget photography, all right? All right, I'm here today with Alicia Xyrakis from REBEL MUSE, women's fashion boutique in Braddon. We're going to be doing a recipe today on bone broth, which is basically a beef stock with some vegetables. Alicia, tell us a little bit about why we're here, what your business is about, and sort of why you're interested in this recipe today.
Okay, so REBEL MUSE started as a women's wear boutique in Braddon, Canberra. We specialise in mid to high-end Australian designer fashion. From there we've grown to an online store, and we also have a blog, and our blog component is a whole lifestyle blog. I wanted to share a little bit of cooking with you today because I am a big foodie at heart, and I am so time poor with the business, and I feel like over time I have developed some really good tips and tricks to get some healthy, delicious food at home. So that's why I wanted to share this with you today.
This is a great opportunity to demonstrate something that's a little bit healthier, it's easy to do, and look, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely anyone can do it. Alright, so we're going to do roasted bones. People think it's difficult to roast bones, but there's really it's not even a recipe. You just get your bones, put them on a tray, put them in the oven until they're brown, and then pull them out and just put them in. So Alicia's going to start off by cutting some celery, rough chop. Usually when you start a stock, the way that you do it is you do what is called a mirepoix in French. It is a rough chop of celery, carrots, onion, put them on first, and it creates like a little base between that and your bones, so that if you keep your stock on for longer than, say, 12 hours, I like to keep mine going for like 48, 36 hours sometimes, it creates like a little barrier between the bottom of the pot and your meat so it doesn't burn.
Okay, so we've got about 3 stalks of celery, leaves and all, like the whole part of the vegetable. Same with the carrot, I just don't peel them, leave the tops on, everything.
I'm exactly the same.
And then we just need some onion as well. So I usually put 2 onions, and again, you take it.
I don't take this.
No, I don't either.
No, I just rough chop everything straight in. Boom.
And then with that, we just put some bay leaves. A handful of dried bay leaves.
Another thing that I like to chuck in mine, garlic. Half straight in there. Leeks, I put some leeks in usually. So just roughly chop some leeks. And these add a really nice subtle flavour as well. It's not as strong as the onion, a little bit sweeter. And one other thing that I like to put in as well, I don't put the parsley in, I put just the stalks. So just the stalks, you can take the rubber band off if you've got a thing against plastic, which I do, and just put the stalks in, because that adds a really good flavour to your stock as well.
So Chris is just grabbing the bones out of the oven now.
And can you smell that?
Yeah, they smell really good.
Have a look at this. Oh, golden, roasted. Now that all our veggies are chopped in the pot, I just put all the beef bones and the trotters straight in. And because I have leather hands, I'm just going to do it with my hands. Full, completely chockers. Now we're just going to top him up with water and bring it to a simmer. Now we're going to top it up with water, and here's some water that we prepared earlier. So while that's happening, we're going to prepare our 2 different soup options. So we've got a sweet potato, butternut pumpkin, cashew and roasted macadamia.
Yeah.
And then your favourite, which is?
An Asian style noodle soup, so that's something whip up at home, super easy, super fresh and healthy.
Excellent, I like the sound of it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get you started peeling some of these. So while I'm just peeling this one here, I'll just get you cut the sweet potato, just nice and evenly, whatever shape, doesn't really matter. We're just going to roast them in the oven. So just some olive oil, be generous, bit of salt, pepper. Beautiful. Good technique. We're gonna make a chef out of you one day. You can give up that fashion business and come work in the kitchen with me. What do you reckon? Just give these a little toss and straight in the oven. The cashews just on a tray as well. Spread them out, and tiny little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil.
And we've got some macadamias in there as well. Yeah, not just
cashews and macadamias. That's right. A bit of a blend. Yeah. Beautiful. Chuck those in the oven on 180, just until they're lightly brown. About 5 minutes. Alright, so we've got all our ingredients for our pumpkin soup on in the oven now. While we're waiting for that to happen, and we're waiting for the stock to finish, we're going to get your favourite soup happening. So Tell us a little bit about what that is.
Okay, so this is super easy. Besides from the stock, there isn't any other ingredients that need cooking. It's all just chopping as preparation. Besides from the noodles, you'll just need to blanch them for about 30 seconds. So let's start chopping. You can really use whatever sort of Asian style vegetables you want. A few of my favourites are bok choy. You can also pick pick up some choice some. Cabbage, I personally love cabbage and it is such an underrated vegetable. So we'll start with these. I pretty much just chop the ends off. Nice and fine.
Yeah. How fine would you like them, Chef?
We need some ginger.
Ginger, beautiful.
Some chili. So also to that some lemongrass.
Beautiful. Excellent. So we've got a nice little pile of lemongrass there. Fantastic. We've got our ginger. We've got our chili.
So we're just going to prepare some herbs. I usually like to use mint, coriander and basil.
Cool.
Also in this bowl you probably noticed we've also got some bean sprouts. Always a lovely addition to Asian noodle soups.
What's next? Tell me.
Spring onion.
Yep, beautiful. And just really finely chopped?
Yeah. And then to that I'm also just going to wedge up some lime. So next we're going to prepare some beef. Now we have already prepared a huge array of vegetables. So if you're happy with just vegetables, you can just stick with all that. It would still be a really hearty filling soup. If you are someone that likes to have meat in every single meal,
extra protein. I love it. I love it.
Then yeah, you can simply add some beef.
Put it straight in raw.
Exactly, it goes in raw. So you need it to be nice and tender.
Yep, and a good cut. So you're not going to want to use any of the cheap cuts, guys. Don't get, things like sirloin or T-bone or anything like that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is the pumpkin and sweet potato have come out of the oven, they're ready to go. We're going to strain our stock, which has been now cooking for a couple of hours, and then we're going to make our pumpkin soup. So let me just go and grab that. Pumpkin, sweet potato, straight in the blender, a bit of stock in the blender, a little bit of pure cream. You can use sour cream as well.
I love sour
That's a bit wog style.
Or what about coconut cream?
Coconut cream. For all the people that are dairy intolerant, coconut cream. I'm going to whiz it all up, and that's going to be our soup. Excellent. So I'm not measuring anything, and I never do with any of my soup. I just put as much as I feel necessary. I like my soup really nutty, so I just put lots of nuts in it. Beautiful. A little dash of cream. Now we're going to add a little bit of the stock here. So I'm going to give this a little whiz. Boom. So here is the pumpkin soup. I'm going to pour a little bit into a bowl here.
Oh, it smells delicious.
It smells amazing.
You can actually smell like the nutty flavours in
Look
there
at the texture of it too.
Yeah.
Chopped shallots straight on there. A little bit of parsley, some cracked pepper. Done.
Beautiful. Okay, so here we have Chris's roasted pumpkin, sweet potato and cashew soup, and that looks absolutely delicious. Oh, look at that. I can't wait to have a little bit of it. That's good. The flavour of those roasted nuts is so good.
Don't have to eat it all, fucking hell. Now we're going to do yours.
Okay, so now we are ready to plate up our Asian soup.
Alright, so I've just got the stock. We're just going to make sure, so that's come to the boil. It's now simmering away. Now what do we do?
So we're just going to add to that some spices. We've got here some cloves, some cardamom pods and some star anise. So we just pop them straight in to about 4 star anise, a couple of cloves.
Yeah, beautiful.
And a couple of cardamom pods. And just let that simmer away
just
for a while.
Just let the aromatics come out, yeah? I can smell it already. It smells amazing.
Yeah, so while that's going, let's plate up our bowl. So we've got our vermicelli noodles that we blanched. So we'll just pop those at the bottom of your plate. So we'll just get our bok choys. And I like to just put them on the side there, all nice and pretty. What else do we have to add to it? So we're just going to add a little bit of cabbage into there. And we'll add some mushrooms on the side. Pop in our meat. Finish it off with some spring onions. We've got our herbs. Give them a little shred up as well. Just tear them up. Ginger, some chili, your lemongrass, and don't forget your bean sprouts as well. Just like that. Okay, now just to finish off, we've got our stock that's been simmering away here. Just get a couple of nice big ladles full, and you just start ladling that over your soup, and you notice straight away that the beef will start to cook up. And there you go.
And unlike the pumpkin soup, which you demolished, I want to get into this nice and quick,
Oh, yeah,
so I can actually try, yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. It's like one of my favourite soups. Oh,
It's just really fresh and light.
it's so delicious. Here you go.
Yeah? Tick of approval?
I'm telling you a story about how we're opening a broth restaurant.
You know there's one in Melbourne apparently.
It's so delicious.
And it's called Brothel.
The 2017 brothel camera. So that's it, guys. So we've covered the pumpkin soup. We've got the Asian broth. We've just got a plain beef stock. What else can you ask for?
Yeah, beautiful.
I think on the website we're going to have a link to the recipes.
Yes.
And also in the description below, there's going to be a link to all the recipes and the Rebel Muse website.
Yes, and leave comments for anything else you'd like to see, or any questions you have, or any suggestions from what else you'd like us to cook for you.
100%. Tell us what you like, tell us what you didn't like,
Yes.
and tell us what your favourite soup is. All right, we'll catch you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Cool. That reckon was really cool.
Yeah. Woohoo! That's a wrap. Go team. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even have that on record.
No.
Just joking. I nearly got you to say bullshit on camera.